To get your Unreal project to work with Steam, there is a few things you do need to do. First, we're going to have to install some plugins. So go into your plugins and just find the Online Subsystem Steam and click that. You're going to have to restart your Unreal project. So just restart it. Once your project restarts, you can close this down. And next we have to kind of make a few changes to some folders. So you can close down your project for now, then go into your project folder. So mine's called Multiplayer Setup. And here we're going to create a new folder called Plugins. Inside plugins, we're going to get the advanced sessions plugins. And to get them, you can get them from this website here. I'll leave a link to this in the description. Just find the version that is applicable to your Unreal Engine project. So I'm using 5.5, so I downloaded this. Extract them, and then you'll get a folder like this, Advanced Sessions, and inside there you'll find two folders. Just copy and paste them. And paste them into the new plugins folder you've created in your project. Okay, we have a few more things to do here. So next, you want to go into the config folder. Go into your DefaultEngine.ini file. And at the very end, you want to just paste a bit of code in here. To get the code, we're going to just pop this up here. To get the code, I'll post the actual code you need in the description. But this is where I got it here. I got it from this side here. Make sure I get it all. Copy and paste this in. Now, this is case sensitive, so you're going to want, this will spot space. It's space sensitive, so you want to go and just make sure all of these are lined up. Okay, and save that. Next, we want to go out into our multiplayer folder and we want to create a new text file. And we're going to call it Steam underscore app ID. So that. And inside Steam app ID, we want to put in 480. That is the developer app that everyone can use to kind of test. Now you do have to be in the same region to test this, but it is perfect for testing. So we're going to want to save that and close. So that's all the things that we have to do here. We just want to boot up our game again. So once your game is booted up, you just want to double check that those plugins are installed. So Steam Advanced, they're normally installed by default, but just in case they're not, there's one, Advanced Steam Sessions. Just type Advanced. So there they are, Advanced Steam Sessions, and there. So just make sure both of them are clicked now. You have to restart again. We're back in again, and we have all our plugins set up. So now to test this, what we're going to do is, first of all, make sure you're logged in to Steam. And then we can just, I'm testing here, 2 players, netmode is listen client. And then you want to just have this pop out as a standalone game when you're testing it, and then you'll see if it's connected up to your Steam. You'll see a little Steam connection thing just down here on the right of the window. There you go. Access the Steam features from overlay while playing. So now we know that this is connected up to Steam. Now as for exporting this and packaging this up so that you can test it, giving the game to another person, there is a few things that you want to kind of set up in here as well. So first we're going to go into project settings. So in the maps and modes, we just want to make sure the game default map is set up to wherever you want. I want it to go to the boot level of my game. Just make sure you have the right game instance. But in the packaging, we want to go down to build Want to change that to shipping. And we're also going to have issues with maps. You might get, so we want to list the maps. Just type in map here. So under project packaging, list of maps to include in the build. We want to include any maps that you have for your game. So there's setup. Map. Third person map. So you just want to whatever the U map is. So I've only got one because this was a base project. So third person map. And that should be okay. Other than that, oh, there is one other thing you might want to do, and that is going to into editor preferences, and go to path, and just enable support for long paths. It might stop an error for you trying to package. And that's it. You just want to go down to wherever you want to package it. I'm going to package it to Windows. Change this to shipping. Back in Windows. Then package project. Go to wherever you want it. I put my bills in here. And then you'll see it packaging project for Windows. When your game is finished packaging, it will go into whichever folder you've sent it to be packaged. Mine was here under builds. It's a folder I have created for it. And then under Windows, which is what it was created as, you'll see your project. And that is the package project here. It's called multiplayer.exe. And if you were to play it, it will work. But it is not connected to Steam yet. To do that, we're going to have to... Oh, you know it wasn't connected to Steam because you didn't see the connecting to Steam icon down here. So to connect this, I'm just going to close down that. To connect this, you want to go into your packaged game. So mine was called Multiplayer Setup. And inside there, you'll find the name of your game. Again, mine was called Multiplayer Setup. So you'll find a folder with the name of your game here. Click into that. Then click into Binaries, Windows 64. And in here, you'll find another execute with your game name dash Windows 64 dash shipping dot execute. And this is where you want to paste the same kind of file, or sorry, this is where you want to create the same kind of text file that you did in your actual project. So again, you're going to add Steam _ app ID. And again, you're going to want to put in your app developer app ID. If you don't have one, you can use the 480 for testing. And that's it. Save that. Let's run this back again. So back out to the builds folder, into the package project, and then multiplayer setup. And now you should see, look at the bottom right of the corner. You see it, access Steam features from here. And that's how you know it is connected to Steam. You can then send this project over to your friend who is in the same country as you. If you want to see what region you're currently on for Steam and you want to change this, maybe if you have somebody else that you can test with, you can do this by going to Steam, Settings, and then under Settings, go to Downloads. Let's make this a little bigger here. And here you can see your download region, and mine set to Ireland. Now you can change that to whatever you want, and then you'll be able to play with other people on your game. Also, just in case you're not following this from the other video part 1, where I showed you how to create the UI and the code that would allow you to connect to another person by using their IP, I will put a link to that video in the description in case you want to go back and watch that, and then you can set that up, and then you should be able to get all of this working perfectly for you. And if you found this video helpful, why not leave me a like? Might help me out.